Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show. 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 Dub Show. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show.
Aloha. This is a very unique edition of the Mizzle Dub Show. And all right, let me close my damn closet door. Good grief. No peeking into the closet. Anyhow, aloha, and welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show. And a special shout out to our Hawaii fans. We have it for it is just now 9 p.m. 9:33 p.m. in Hawaii. But anyhow, yeah, a very special edition of the Mizzle Dub Show for my co-host there gets to go celebrate his honeymoon in the Aloha State. What
it is?
I'm calling it a honeymoon.
Well, I guess you could say it's a second anniversary. It's not our anniversary, but or honeymoon. Excuse me, you said honeymoon. So yeah, I guess you're right. I'll take that. Yes, I'll take it.
Trying to hype you up, you trying to tone it down. What the hell?
Well, I didn't know we were doing a honeymoon type thing, but yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, for sure.
You're going to Hawaii, enough said.
Yeah. The Maui Island at that.
Well.
Yeah.
Let's start off big, why don't you?
Hey, if you're gonna go for the first time, you might as well go big, right?
Well, like you hit Waikiki, damn it, enjoy that shit. Anyhow, well, I don't know if this is going to be a pattern with our beloved football teams to where we lose on the odd number weeks, and win on the even number weeks.
I ain't won nothing, so you only got the one win. There's only one winner on this line.
God damn. It's tough times being fans of our beloved teams right now. But before we do that, for many years we have done this particular award.
Oh,
and now for the first time,
we get two
of the Mizzle Dub. We get two, yes.
Get two
for the first time. We introduce to the Mizzle Dub Show. We introduce Scott Mitchell Award. Yes. Now, how this came about was many moons ago, way before we even talked about doing a show.
Yes,
there was a former quarterback in the NFL named Scott Mitchell.
Oh boy!
And we saw some tapes of his follies. And ever since then, we have come up with our own Scott Mitchell Award.
Mm-hmm.
And we figure, you know what? We might as well just bring it onto the show.
Yes. So, good call. Good call.
With that said, we do indeed have two winners. And damn it, unfortunately, one of them involves the damn team that I root for. So, winner number one of the Scott Mitchell Award goes to one James Richard Garoppolo, who decides to do his best impression of General
a.k.a. Porno Jimmy.
That is what you like to call him. Yes, it is.
I'm not the only one. Media calls him. Stephen A. Smith calls him that.
Well, I mean, when you're going to go on a date with one of the famous, most downloaded adult entertainment actresses in one Garamia, I mean, might as well live up to the moniker.
Go big or go
home. Yes, 347 to one of his songs. Yes, he did. But yes, the first Scott Mitchell Award goes to one James Richard Garoppolo. Yes. As I don't want to see the condensed replay. Just get to the dog highlights. That gummit.
Beautiful weather.
Trying to load up the damn highlight. And
Well, I would say something, but you should have had it together, son, man. But we know how the internet works with us. Because I'll say this. It's been a couple of shows that we have done that I couldn't upload it because the internet decided it wanted to be more powerful and stop us from doing the show. So hopefully the internet works with us today.
Yes, please be with us, internet gods, because there are some very, very unique things that
And
happen.
also, while he's also get loaded up, the reason why I have the Acknowledge Me shirt on, because of course I'm going to Hawaii. Roman Reigns. Yes. I am part of the bloodline. I fell in love with him at the SummerSlam. The moment of Roman Reigns came out with that music, I was like, uh-oh, this guy has crossed me. He has converted me to be a fan, because I did not like him at once. Did not. I felt they were pushing him in our face too much. But they figured it out. And here we are.
Only because his divine passion of dislike for one John Cena also helped make him do that move. Because once the match was over, this is all my partner was doing after the match. And from there on, he jumped on the doggone bandwagon, and now every birthday he plays that damn theme song.
And
I'm pretty sure when he joins, so when he joins the 4040 Club, best believe he'll probably wear that shirt and play that damn song when he joins the 4040 Club.
Or unless I get the Rita One shirt. That right there.
That one too.
Or unless my youngest son wants to wear the Bloodline shirt with me.
But folks, here we go. The first nominee. See, there's the internet doing that dumb shit again.
I don't think they're overly comfortable getting out on the edge with Chubb and with
Technical difficulties on the Mizzle and Dub show.
This is a first. Yes, it is.
Work with this people. Just look at this as a comedic type thing. You're looking at this like, look at that guy over there trying to get it together.
Oh, yes. One James Richard Garoppolo gets the first ever Scott Mitchell Award on the Mizzle and Dub show for this right here.
But I don't think they're overly comfortable getting out on the edge with Chubb and with Greg.
Oh no.
Hold on. No. Remember Danilowski did that. Stepped all the way out of the end zone. It's a safety, and that kills the play before everything else on the pick. So
but let's say this.
7-5, and
now
that was perfect.
But at the same time, it unfortunately cost your left tackle a high ankle sprain, and he's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks because of your ineptitude not to know where the doggone backline of the end zone is.
No, that was horrible. That was bad.
Rather would have taken the safety than the pick six, because it would have been a pick six, because, again, so for all you fans that wanted James Richard Garoppolo to be the quarterback.
Jimmy
okay.
Jesus, not Jimmy Jesus.
Okay. Yeah. Here's my gripe with James Richard Garoppolo. To a degree, I've defended him because, again, overall, he is 35 and 17 overall since he's come to Santa Clara in 2017.
Got about a 75, 76% winning.
That's about 68, 69% winning percentage. Damn near 70%. Okay. Can't argue that.
Nope.
He starts 2 out of 3 times, team wins the damn game. Okay. Can't argue that. But again,
not at all.
As it was on Sunday, there were some receivers open. He missed high. There were some receivers open. He threw behind. Okay. I know you want to try and get the ball into your hands of Deebo Samuel. I get it. I understand. I'm all for it. But why in the blue hell are you throwing into double coverage? Why? Okay. Now, yes, he made some damn good throws. The third down throw to Jawan Jennings, which would have been a pick six, put it right on the money for Jennings to make the catch. The catch he threw to Kyle Juszczyk, and Juszczyk doing the toe drag swag. Heck of a throw.
Yeah.
A heck of a catch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, he makes about 2 good throws a game.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time it's behind somebody, through somebody. He doesn't lead. he doesn't lead the ball into his receiver's hands. And I was like, dude, that long pass to Debo should have been a touchdown, not just a gain of 32 yards. If it's Trey Lance, Debo's going bye-bye making a house call,
Easy.
doing a celebration.
Doing a Tyreek Hill.
With that arm trick. And we'll get into that later on because I think a certain somebody in Kansas City is missing number 10. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. Yes, folks, that is called a tease. We'll get into that later. But again, so far, through 3 games with my beloved 49ers, two of those games that they lost, it wasn't that the Broncos beat the 49ers, even though in the record books it will go down as the Broncos win. But once again, the 49ers beat the 49ers. Because again,
I will agree to that one. I definitely would agree to that. I mean, and just think of it. You take away that safety, you still kind of win the game.
Well, again, Russell Wilson was not doing shit.
He does not look comfortable. He does not look comfortable with that offense at all.
No.
Now, spoiler, because we're going to get to my team. I think they get back on the high horse and do their thing. But yeah, he does not look comfortable in that offense at all.
But I know people can't stand Chris Collinsworth. But Chris Collinsworth did make a valiant point on the broadcast where he said, remember, Aaron Rodgers struggled the first year.
Yep.
Under Nathaniel Hackett.
Because his offense is complex.
Yeah.
It's almost like McDaniel's offense. It's complex. It does not work overnight.
But with that said, the Packers still went on to win 13 games that year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next 2 years, Rodgers just happens to be the MVP. So, with that said, given Nathaniel Hackett's pedigree, and given the fact of his father's pedigree, Paul, who was a very good dynamic offensive coach for many, many years in this league.
Preach.
The next 2 years, don't be surprised if you see the Denver Broncos' vast improvement in years 2 and 3.
I see that offense. I see that whole West. I know they hyped up the West right now, but what the West is going through right now, besides the Chargers and the Chiefs, they're really the only teams that come back, with their pieces from last year. So I give the Broncos and even my Raiders 2 to 3 years. I already told you. Even what I'm looking at right now, I see potential. I see where it can get. I told you, I have us hosting the Lombardi Trophy in 3 years. I even had us missing the playoffs this year. But I said what? I wanted them to be competitive. Just learn the offense. Get it together. Year 2 in McDaniel's offense, we should be running the gauntlet.
But just as easily as you guys are 0-3, y'all easily can be 3-0 right now. Truth be told.
I mean,
like I said,
there's no moral victories in no sport we play.
No,
not at all. But if I'm going to look at something and take away from it, we're a good first half team no matter what quarter it is, third, fourth, first, or second. If we can put just 4 quarters together,
full 60 minutes.
I don't even want a complete game. You know what? It ain't even got to be a full 60 minutes. But at the end of that game, make that stop or make that play or hell, blow somebody out the fucking stadium. You show potential blowing somebody out. You put up 20 in the first half on the Cardinals. So, again, no moral victories. But what I'm looking at is that offense is going to be legit once they click and he starts continuing to run the ball. Why is up with these genius coaches when the running game works, they go away from it, thinking they got the quarterback. First of all, Jimmy should not be throwing the ball no more than 25 times a game. Off top. 25 is too much.
You will not get an argument from me on that.
Because he should not see over 25 passes. Your running game is so lethal, you can lead on it even if you're down.
Again.
And let me sip on my yak real quick because I just said something about that Niners that was pretty interesting for those Niner fans that watch this show.
The question I keep asking, why can't Jeff Wilson Jr. get the ball more? Why couldn't Jordan Mason get another touch? And damn it, if you activate Marlon Mack, why you didn't use him also?
Okay.
Well, I kind of understand why they didn't use Marlon because he's 1 week in, so he probably doesn't know the playbook. I get that, understand it, but good grief.
Okay.
Jordan Mason only
Okay.
gets
Can I raise you?
Jordan Mason only gets one carry.
Can I raise you? Can I raise you?
By all means.
All right. So
by all means.
we already got JJ. If anybody don't know what JJ means, that's Josh Jacobs. Okay. He played sick that game and he was getting off. Okay. Now, wait, whoa. Now, I gave you a little head. Let's go back to the preseason. What was a heavy dose in the preseason with the Raiders? Because I know you watched.
A whole lot of
running.
A lot of run ball.
Whole lot of running.
Whole lot of running game, yes.
Okay. And you brought five running backs on the active roster. Okay. So to me, that tells me, oh yeah, we about to run these fools down the throat, and then we're gonna take them over the top with Devontae and everything like that. No. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. JJ gets off, he goes against the run. So I am sick and tired as a Raider fan looking at Brandon Bolden take away snaps from Zeus or Amir Abdullah. I can't think, is it Brandon Brown or something? Is that the
Brandon,
other
Brown, the rookie, I forgot his first name, but I know what you're talking about. Yes.
He was getting off in the preseason.
Yes, he was.
I don't want to see old ass Brandon Bolden. Yeah, I know he knows the offense. He's your Patriot guy. But your Patriot guy ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. I mean, I think Jacobs was averaging close to 4 or 5 a carry, maybe 5. And then you abandon it. I don't know. Like you said, preseason week 3. So we should be clicking week 4.
Like I said, most preseason games, it is the defenses have the advantage. Point blank, end of story. Because again, you don't practice enough in pads.
Nope.
And thus your tissue becomes softer than Charmin. And that's why we have non-contact.
Not softer than Charmin. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. Softer than AD.
You really went there.
Oh, continue.
You went there. Well,
you see what the shirt says.
Yes, that is a stab at Laker fans, and yes, that is a stab at Anthony Davis. Or as one Laker fan,
do I like the Lakers? No,
that makes 2 of us. But as one of our friend of the program, that's a diehard Lakers fan, says, "Terrace is pussy." But that's for another debate, for another show. But
we might have ladies watching this show.
That was not meant as female ladies.
We speak the truth. We speak the truth on the show, though. That is one of our viewers have said that. I've heard it. It's still funny though.
But the funny thing is, AJ's averaging 4.5 yards a carry, 4.6 to be exact. So you figure it's almost 5 yards a pop when he carries the football. So why not go to him?
I'm sorry, and this is what I'm also seeing.
And to answer your question against the Tennessee Titans, and yes, we're going back and forth, and we apologize, but we're trying to get our passion out because you're talking to 2 frustrated fans of their respective teams right now because
you gotta win. I don't want to hear it. You gotta win. That's it. And you know how your certain fans are. Even when we in the conversation, even got more Super Bowl victories than you got. Okay.
Okay, we're damn near going on 30 years since they damn near won the last one, 28 to be exact. Spare me. We lost the last 2.
And
I don't care. Lost the last 2.
You should have 7. That's right. You should have
one. No, technically we have okay. Technically, we should have 6 because Super Bowl 47.
Yeah.
I rather would have us getting blown the fuck out by the Ravens instead of Beyonce and them killing the lights in the Superdome and allowing us to get back in the game because dumbass Jim Harbaugh and dumbass Rick Roman decide let's not give the ball to Frank Gore. Instead, let's throw to Michael Crabtree 4 fucking times. No, 3 times. And then, the running back that touches the ball is Michael James, who happened to just fumble in that damn game, which cost us points to the Ravens. Okay.
Hey, my one question to that. Who got y'all down to the goal line?
That'd be Frank Gore to the 5-yard line.
Oh.
He only retired as the third leading rusher in NFL history, only behind Emmett and only behind Barry Sanders.
I just want to say this. That was the one time in my whole existence of 39 years or whenever I started watching football that I actually felt bad for the Niners. I really did. I wasn't rooting for you guys. I didn't give two won that football game. I was a spectator. You already know that. That's how I get down. But I felt bad for you guys. That was hard. That was hard to watch. Like, about as bad as Marshawn Lynch not getting the ball in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. That was horrible. How do you not give the man the ball? You mean to tell me you think Frank Gore can't get 4-5 yards? Easy. That's Frank Gore, bro. You already know how I feel about Frank Gore. He went to the U. Then he played for the Niners. So, but the boy was bad. You give Frank Gore the ball, just like you give Marshawn Lynch the ball.
You've heard me say this ad verbatim for the last 10 years, because this is the 10-year anniversary of Baltimore's second Super Bowl. You've heard me say this for the last 10 years. If they would have ran Frank Gore all 4 times and the Ravens stopped him, I would have tipped my cap and say, you know what, the Ravens defense was better on those 4 plays. Because damn it, if I'm going down with my future Hall of Famer.
I don't think they stopped at Frank Gore 4 times. I don't care what Big Brother knew or what was coming. You ain't y'all offensive line was massive that year.
I know that. Running behind Alex Boone and Joe Staley, yes. Running to the left, pulling the guard, yes. Pulling Mike Iupati, yes.
That was killing that year. Oh my!
But Greg Roman, you're an idiot. Harbaugh, God bless you for what you did for those first 3 years you were there in your 4 years of the club. But at times, your play calling was atrocious.
Two supposedly genius
minds
coordinators or minds cost y'all 2 Super Bowls. That's crazy. My Super Bowl was sabotage. Excuse my language. I didn't get the words right out, but it was sabotage. And Jerry Rice, who ain't never lost a Super Bowl until he donned the silver and black, sat here and told you that Super Bowl was sabotage. Mr. Raider himself, the all-time greatest Raider ever to put on that jersey, 81, told you it was off. Other players on that team told you it just something wasn't right about what we did. My brother, we had the damn near the number 1 rated offense going into that Super Bowl.
Correct.
Rich Gannon was looking like, yo, team on my back. I got 2 future Hall of Famers. I got this young stud in Jerry Porter. I got this, this mid-grade tight end in Roland Williams. You know what I'm saying? I got Charlie Garner in the backfield with Tyrone Wheatley. And Mr. When we get the goal line, you know what's coming and you can't stop it.
Mr. 14 Blast himself.
Okay. So what we've been saying, okay, we're going to wrap this up and then we'll get into what we came to do. What were we talking about in the pre-show? Running the ball sets up what?
The pass.
If anybody have watched that whole year what the Raiders were doing, Charlie Garner, Zach Crockett, Tyrone Wheatley. Okay, now you're creeping up. Guess what? There's Tim Brown on that over there. Oh, you're going to try to double Tim Brown? Guess what? There's Jerry Rice over there. Jesus and cleats. So you decide you want to stop them? Jerry Porter got hands. And didn't I just say Mr. Mid-grade Roland Williams had hands? Come on. We were the top leading rushing team that whole year. Rich Gannon threw the ball when it was the time to throw the ball. But then when we get to the Super Bowl, we're looking like Josh McDaniels' offense. pass. And guess who knew passes was coming? The guy on the other sideline, because that was his offense. So all he told that defense was, when you see Gannon pump this way, he's literally throwing a slant.
Sluggo seam. That's all you hear Josh saying in the film. Sluggo seam.
I'll rest my case. So let's sorry for the flashback, but that hair.
Like I said, we're two disgruntled, pissed off fans. However, with that said, you lost by a baseball score. It's like, am I watching the Giants and Rockies at Coors Field?
It looked like it was no pitching in Coors Field, right?
Is this what I'm watching?
That looks like that is typically a Giant Rocky score.
Yes,
in the Rockies.
Yes,
it's just, it starts off 2-2. You blink and it's like, wait a minute,
what the hell happened?
Wait, 8-4, and then 8-4 turns into 9-8. What's going on here? Are we ready for Scott Mitchell Award number 2?
Oh yeah,
this might be my favorite. This might rank up there with the butt fumble. That.
So we have the butt fumble.
Oh yes, we do.
We have the butt interception. That many people forgot between the Jets and the Dolphins.
Yes,
but by God,
it doesn't get any worse than this. Welcome to the Scott Mitchell Award. We thought we were going to give you just one, but oh no. I told my co-host, my brother, hey, no. We have one more. And then the light bulb popped up on his head what I was talking about, and hence you got the laugh that I got when he remembered what I was talking about. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. And if you already seen it, still buckle up. You know it's coming. But the Dolphins still end up winning this game, though. But they had
yes, they did.
But they had an ESPN not so top 10 moment.
But
come on, we got to give them what they want, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Morstead literally kicking somebody, literally in the ass.
In the arse.
That gives you some room to kick. They're out of timeouts. Beats you. I don't know. This is risky. That was number 2.
No, it wasn't blocked, folks. It was not blocked. It was not blocked. It was not blocked. He literally, and I mean literally, he kicked the football into his ass. He literally kicked his ass with the football. And I'm just being blunt about it. I'm being blunt. Thomas Morstead, who's been a tremendous punter in this league for many, many years, literally kicked the ball into somebody's ass. Which, again,
this is not professional right now, but damn it, that's funny.
And it was a fantastic game between the Bills.
Tremendous.
Lived up to the good battle that is 2-0. And damn it.
I got a question for you.
Right, go ahead.
How do you think Josh Allen feels right now?
Oh, my goodness.
He has never thrown a pass like that probably in his NFL career or even his high school, college career.
Well, you saw what Ken Dorsey did in the press box. And if you thought Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers did damage to tablets.
Well, he's the reason why the NFL said we're going to fine you.
Ken Dorsey almost...
You're going to be paying some form of money.
Ken Dorsey almost renovated the press box at Hard Rock Stadium. And before we continue, our thoughts and prayers
Mm.
to Florida and Puerto Rico with the hurricane stuff. So,
Man, they
gotta
got
be
sharks swimming in the streets, bro. They got sharks swimming in the streets.
God be with y'all. God bless y'all. I know some people that live in Florida, people I used to work with.
Yeah,
I pray I pray that you guys are safe. We're praying for you.
Yeah, I got a coworker's son that's out there going to school, but he said he's okay, but it could still reach him. But yeah,
But
it's
Florida, Puerto Rico, you're in our hearts, you're in our prayers. God keep you, God be with you.
Yeah.
But
100.
back to the game. Tua took a mean hit, came back, managed to win the game. And if you're not sold now, the Miami Dolphins, you might want to invest in their stock. Coach Mike McDaniels has got that team believing.
Well, he had your team believing. You know, you heard. I even heard a press conference when the Dolphins hired him that it was a little, you know, they were happy, but they were like, man, we lost a real good talent. You know, so he has a good mind, and he's showing you that right now.
It's being explained. I mean, he is getting the best. He's getting the best out of Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes.
And he's not letting Tua. He's playing to Tua's strengths, which for Tua's strengths is get the ball out quick, don't hold on to it. If you see it, let it rip.
So are we talking about can Tua catch up with the cheetah speed?
Well,
I ain't heard nothing since they asked the question.
Well, let's just say when you have a dynamic duo that you have in Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, it makes up for some good play time.
I just
Not to
can't wait.
you do have the forgotten man out there, which is Mike Gesicki, the tight end, which he's got some skills, folks. Don't sleep on Mike Gesicki.
Nope.
And if Chase Edmonds and or Raheem Mostert decide they want to run the ball, Miami can be very, very lethal and could possibly do some things. And right now,
division. I think if they continue to play the way they already beat the division winner already.
Correct.
So, but they still got to play them again. So we'll see how game 2 and Baron
and I'm pretty sure it will be cold the next time they play each other in the frozen tundra that is Orchard Park, New York, where they go through tables and they don't care how cold it is. That's just how Bills. That's just how Bills Mafia do it. So
I thought the nation was rowdy, but the Mafia don't play around.
No, they love crashing through tables.
Yes.
That's just their MO. So
for sure.
Going through the week 3 recap, the Browns pulled away at the end. They get by the Steelers 29-17.
That was a good game too.
It was a good game. And when you ask this question, and I'm going to ask it again, is it time to go to the former Pittsburgh Panther named Kenny Pickett?
It won't hurt.
It won't hurt. The Bears 2-1. They win the Levy Bowl 23-20.
Wow.
I got that because I had picked the Texans to win that game, so I definitely got that wrong.
Did I pick the Texans?
I think we both picked Houston.
Okay.
We both picked Houston, and we both picked the Browns, even though it's hard for us to go against Mike Tomlin because we love and respect Mike Tomlin so much.
Yeah.
But Browns. Also, with that said, glad to see that Myles Garrett is doing okay, surviving that single car accident.
The car?
I did not see pictures of the car. No, was it?
It looked like it went into some ditch that was like, man. But yeah.
Oh wow.
For him to just walk away, that's God is good. And we'll just leave it at that.
Yes, he is. Now, we both got this wrong, but we both said, do not be surprised if they pull the upset. Well, Coach Matty Ice had his first Matty Ice moment a member of the Horseshoe and the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Came back, and the Colts get their first one of the year, 20-17 over the Chiefs. And like I said, the tease at the top of the show is a certain somebody named Patrick Mahomes missing Tyreek Hill. I think so, because it's starting to become apparent. If you take away Travis Kelce,
there it is.
Can you rely on Juju?
Well, you know the thing that was big with Patrick Mahomes is his scramble plays. Who was the big target?
Tyreek Hill.
There's nobody that moves the field like him. So Juju Smith-Schuster is more of a possession receiver.
Runs good routes
I think he's more
when he wants to.
yeah.
When he's focused.
Well, we already know what's going in his mind.
Yeah, TikTok videos.
There it is.
Yeah, we went there.
We
went there.
You take away that weapon that when you got in trouble and you scrambled, what's the saying? Tyreek Hill down there somewhere, right? You don't have that luxury no more. So, and let's put this out there. Did you see him and the OC, Patrick Mahomes, have a little altercation?
There was a little dissension between him and Eric Bieniemy,
and Shady McCoy went on Twitter and said that's all Bieniemy does. I don't. You know what? I like to see a little dysfunction because we play the Chiefs in 2 weeks, so I hope they win this Sunday, so they'll be a little relaxed, and we just come in from Vegas and we just tax that ass like we did that 1 year. So, but
when you put a 40 burger on the Chiefs in Arrowhead, which is hard to do, but Colts are on the board. They get the win, 2017, and basically Matt Ryan benefited from having the return of one Michael Pittman. Get me some fantasy points, young man.
Yeah,
he had a nice solid game.
Jonathan Taylor didn't practice yesterday.
That's not a good sign because they're going to need him.
Yeah.
And the Lions almost had it. Almost.
You know what? It's going to be when we do our predictions here in a second. It's always going to be hard to pick against the Lions no matter who their opponent is. You saw this last year with them. They fight. It's just, oh, man, you got to love it.
DeAndre Swift is okay to where he can come back and play because he is a key cog in that lineup. Even though Williams had a very solid game rushing for 87 yards, they need that Georgia Bulldog and DeAndre Swift. But the Vikings find a way to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Before Dalvin Cook went out, he had 96 big yards. But Mr. Osborne, wide open for the game-winning touchdown, and the Vikings in a three-way tie. Actually, technically, the Vikings are in first place because they hold the tiebreaker over the Packers because they won head-to-head. So it's a three-way tie in the North, but technically, your division winner, if the season ended today, would be the Vikings by way of the tiebreaker over the Packers. They beat the Lions 28-24, and Lamar Jackson is betting on himself in a walk year and says, "Dadgummit, hold my beer and take it like a man, Patriots." Ravens get the win over
points, Lamar. You know that man has been averaging me 40 points a week. He is the only reason that technically I'm winning in this one fantasy. He is single-handedly keeping me in everything. The man is I don't know why nobody drafted him.
Oh, why either?
I wish I would have drafted him in my other drafts now.
Lamar Jackson's just special. What more can you say? He is certainly right now in the lead for it. He is in the lead right now for MVP of the league through 3 weeks. That's for sure.
Wait, before we continue, this is a little sidebar question. Do you think he wins the Super Bowl? And if he doesn't, do you still think he will go down as one of the greats? And will that give him enough to make it to the Hall of Fame?
I will say it like this. Lamar Jackson is evolving to what Michael Vick should have evolved into.
I love what you just said right there. Yes. I love it. Yes. Continue.
Because, as you see, Lamar Jackson has gotten better at becoming a passer.
See, here,
and that was the.
Let me stop you right there, Roscoe. He was already a good passer at Louisville. So
correct.
That he couldn't throw the ball. You did use the word involved. So I may have got a little ahead of myself with what you were going at. But he was throwing passes at Louisville. Trust me, I'm a Florida State fan. I synced it. He was just more than running that football. I'm sorry. You answer the question, please. I just had to put that.
But I'm saying, what was the one knock on Michael Vick? He hasn't evolved as a passer. Yes, with all, and as I kept saying, yes, you have all the athletic ability in the world, but eventually, your leg's not going to run a 4.3, 4.4 all your athletic career. There's going to come a time
that
where
was a problem with your quarterback. He would have been tremendously great if he knew how to have a little touch.
Yeah. Instead of just trying to throw 95 miles per hour all the doggone time. But anyhow, I mean, again, Lamar Jackson had 4 more touchdown passes this past Sunday. 5 total touchdowns altogether. Throwing for 4, running for 1, and oh, by the way, running
Did
for
he rush for over 100?
100 yards. Again. Yes, again. So far, through 3 weeks, Lamar Jackson, 10 touchdown passes, which leads the NFL, 2 interceptions. I'm going to say that again.
I'm going to even say 1 interception because one of them wasn't his fault.
Well, you know, tip balls happen.
Oh,
50-50.
I know.
10 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions through 3 weeks.
How many rushing?
Rushing touchdowns?
At least about 4. 3 at the least.
Hold on. Okay, let's just go all. Thank you.
Excuse me for us doing this little sidebar here. That was my fault, but I had to ask him because he gave me the answer that I wanted. With the
so far, 2 rushing touchdowns.
See now, okay. That'll jump here pretty soon. He'll have 6 by in a couple of weeks. I guarantee.
And by the way, 9.3 yards a rush. Just want to add that in there. He's almost averaging a first down a run.
That's a quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Cordell Stewart was. For anybody to know what slash. That was Cordell Stewart.
Go watch his Colorado Buffalo tape. That's all I gotta say. Ask Michigan about the arm of Cordell Stewart.
Didn't we watch that game? Games? Me and you watched the game where he just obliterated the team he was playing. I can't remember.
Correct.
But yeah.
Correct. The Bengals get on the board. And oh, by the way, in regards to the Bengals, I am excited to see those all-white jerseys with that all-white helmet tomorrow night. Or later on today, I should say, against the Dolphins.
Yes. You know what? I am a fan. You know, it's 100% silver and black are the best jerseys in the NFL, hands down. I don't care what anybody say. You can hate us all you want. We got the best jerseys in the game. But those all whites that the Bengals are about to do is about as bad as the Chargers powder blues. And F the Chargers all day, every day, but they got some funky ass jerseys too. And, you know, I'm saying that in a good way. I'm that day. Them powder blues go hard.
Yes, they do.
Bengals get on. Go ahead.
Bengals get on the board. They beat the Jets. But good news for the Jets, Zach Wilson has been cleared to return and is more than likely starting on Sunday. So if you're a Jets fan, like our friend of the program is, just keep hope alive.
Well, do you still want to go with Flacco and just let him? I don't think he should get a couple. I think he should take another week to get back. But that's just me.
Well, I mean, it very well could be, but you know, we'll see.
Yes.
Again, me and my partner did not understand why they were hyping the Eagles. Now we see why.
Hey, I'll eat crow.
I
got no problem with eating my
now
word
we see why.
Admitting that I was wrong. Totally wrong. I mean, we knew Jalen Hurts was going to be legit, but I underestimated when they traded for A.J. Brown, putting him with Devontae Smith. I underestimated that connection. My bad, Eagle fans.
And I want to slap myself because in one of my leagues, I have Devontae Smith on my team, and he was on the bench, which cost me 30 fantasy points. Yeah, let me give myself the Stone Cold Stunner right now.
Well, hell, I'll even raise you. I had
unfortunately I have no more drink to where I can't take a shot no more.
I had 2 Buffalo Bill players on the bench that went over 20 fantasy points.
Oh boy.
In the L they took.
Yeah, but Mr. Smith, 8 catches for $169 and 1 touchdown pass. Jalen Hurts, 340 yards through the air.
And he nibbled his way into the end zone.
And
he
had 3 touchdown passes. The Eagles got something going in Philadelphia. They're 3-0. So raise your hand if you have the Dolphins and the Eagles as the last remaining teams being undefeated in the NFL. Because Lord knows I surely did not. It's okay. We'll wait. Anybody? Any takers? No takers? No takers? Okay. No takers. The Panthers get on the board and beat the Saints 22-14. They get the win. So far, Christian McCaffrey is staying healthy, and he had himself a game on Sunday. And Mr. Chenault finally breaking through and having himself a game, which Chenault is a tremendous talent.
Mm-hmm.
He was damn good at Colorado. Unfortunately, the Jaguars do not know how to use him.
Yeah.
But if you can put Chenault and Robbie Anderson together, it could mean good things for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
But Saints and Panthers.
Kudos to Baker, man. Kudos to Baker and
the
Panthers organization giving him a shot. No shot at Matt Barkley because I think he can be a good starter in the NFL. But
you mean Sam Darnold?
I mean, yeah, Sam Darnold. Excuse me, Matt. Why did I say Matt Barkley?
Wow,
I went way back, didn't I? Jesus. But anyway, yes.
But
Sam Darnold is a tremendous quarterback who can be a starter in the NFL somewhere. But just hats off to Baker Mayfield, man. Tremendous.
And to quote the Swami, of course, the great Chris Berman, the Jaguars, the Jacksonville Jaguars go into Inglewood, and to quote the great one, laid the smackdown on the Chargers of Inglewood.
Well,
James,
granted that Justin Herbert is playing with some messed up ribs. He's not comfortable.
No, not at all.
Them things are hurting.
Yes. But the Jaguars combined put up 31 points combined in the second and third quarter and never looked back. And Mr. James Robinson, get me some points, young man. And he's saying, yes, I know I got a bulldog and Travis Etienne to compliment me, but pump the brakes. Sunshine, give me the ball and let me do what I do.
Yes.
But Trevor Lawrence was solid. He was 28-39, 3 touchdown passes.
Wow.
Yeah, he was
That's
very
efficient, ladies and gentlemen.
He was very, very efficient.
Very.
Sometimes the forgotten man of last year's Raiders receiving corps, Zay Jones, had himself a solid game for the Jaguars.
Zay Jones has just been a solid NFL player his whole career, man. That's just I'm glad we got to see the Zay Jones in Vegas, and I hope he continues to just thrive down there in Jacksonville. I have no animosity towards Zay. Zay is solid.
10 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown for the Jaguars wide receiver as they are in first place in the AFC South. But again, as you and me both said,
say it again. They what?
In first place in the AFC South. That's over the Titans and over the Colts. But we said Doug Peterson was going to bring structure to the Jaguars. And so far, Daddy Khan's money is paying dividends with Doug Peterson. And Kyler Murray still has to call the Rams his daddy. He is now 1-7 lifetime against the Rams. Yeah, 1-7. 1-7 against the Rams.
You can't have that in the division.
No.
Division. You can't have that.
But the Rams took care of business.
Excuse me.
They beat the Cardinals.
And good luck, sir. I know when we get to our prediction show, but good luck.
Well,
I mean, our prediction part of the show.
We'll get to that when it's time to talk about our teams. The Falcons on the board. They beat the Seahawks 27-23. And Mr. Drake London says, yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Welcome.
Feed me the ball, Mr. Mariota. But
for
the Falcons, for me. And finally, Kyle Pitts. They finally found the ball.
Give me points.
Give me points.
Give me
5 catches for 87 yards.
Give me points, Mr. Pitts, all day.
But it still starts and ends with Cordero Patterson, which I don't know why.
Isn't that a utility knife? Isn't that a Swiss Army knife?
which I have not understand for all these years. The teams that he was on did not utilize him enough.
We did. The Raiders used him. I just think that the new regime didn't want him. But we used him how the Falcons were using him. No doubt.
Yes. 17 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown. Get me some points, Mr. Patterson.
Gave me some points too.
And they didn't ask, see, this could be the formula for Atlanta because Mariota only threw the ball 20 times. But you see what happens.
That's how Jimmy should be doing. That should be the cutoff.
Again, a running game really can be a quarterback's best friend. I'm just saying. But then again, what do I know? I'm not a coach. I just co-host a sport. We just co-host a sports show. But from what our eyes tell us, watching the game and then watching the film.
Well, hell, bro, stop that. The media say the same thing we doing. We just don't have the credentials.
Not yet, anyway.
Well, we're getting there.
But I mean, if it walks like a duck, quacks like it's duck. So if it works, stop going away from what's working. Again, like I always keep saying, Noel, Walsh, Shula, Landry, Parcells, Gibbs. Those are 6 coaches I just named. Madden, if you want to bring in 7.
Okay, I was waiting for it.
The Flores, if you want to bring in Tom Flores, who's also
waiting for it.
Hall of Fame head coach. There's 8.
Well, hell. Did you say Marty Schottenheimer?
I did not say Marty, but I'll throw Marty in there too.
Throw the gleam up in there. You damn sure you better throw the gleam up in there.
There is a gleam. But my point is, those 9 coaches,
yes,
that I just mentioned,
yes,
to which Marty, even though I know his playoff record is his playoff record, but Marty should get in as a freaking head coach because Marty was a damn good head coach. I don't care what anybody says. Marty won for a long, long time in this league, much to the chagrin of my brother because he used to get abused by Marty Schottenheimer.
Twice a year.
Let's just call it spade a spade. But those 9 coaches I just mentioned, if something was working, do you dare think they were going to go away from it? If you're telling me that the Diesel, John Riggins, is running roughshod rampant through the defensive line, you think I'm not going to give him the ball?
Hell, we can throw. I got 2 more names still there. Bill Cowher. Bill Cowher wasn't going away, and we can even speak of a present coach, Mike Tomlin.
Hell, Kyle's father, Mike, had Terrell Davis.
He ran the ball down your throat with any running back. He didn't care what year you got drafted in. Garrison,
Mike Anderson, Orlando's Gary. Hello.
Who are those guys?
Hello.
Where they come from? Oh, but they were 1,000-yard backs because you know why? He built in the trenches. He had a front freaking lineman. All you got to do, son, is when that hole opened up, hit it.
Hole.
You're gonna get 8+. I guarantee.
The hole.
Operate this offense is perfect. Yes.
Don't go east and west. Hit it hard and go north and south.
We don't need the dancing in the backfield. I just need
don't dance
in the grass
and hit the hole and hit it hard. Take what you want.
Wait. After you get through that hole, I don't give a damn how you run, but you're gonna hit that hole first.
Hit the hole.
We ain't dancing.
You see that gleam? Hit it, because that gleam is not gonna stay open. Once you see it, hit it.
We ain't at a dance hall. We in a football game.
I digress. But
again, my brother say, we're just a couple of co-hosts. We couple of hosts do a little sports show for everybody that wants to hear us talk. But
that's all we do.
That's all we do.
But we do make it quite obvious. If it works, if they can't stop it, why are you going away from it?
That's how I was taught. Even when I played the little Pop Warner, when our running game was working, the coach was like, "It's about to be a long day. I'm with it, coach. I'm down the block. Let's go. You know. Until you stop it, that's like me when I play Madden and I'm online. Oh, this dude ain't figuring out what I'm doing.
for many, many years under Joe Gibbs, the former Washington Redskins used to run a play called Counter Gap. Didn't matter if it was John Riggins, didn't matter if it was Ernest Byner, didn't matter if it was Timmy Smith, didn't matter who was in the backfield. They called Counter Gap. The Hogs were being the Hogs. And let's just say there was a lot of green for the running back to run through. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. In the Battle of the 12s, for most of it, it was a defensive struggle. And the Packers found a way to win only because the so-called GOAT couldn't get a playoff going for 2, and those 5 yards cost him.
His mind ain't on football. His wife got him all wrapped up right now. And I love it. I love it.
He is saying he is whipped, but let me ask this question. Do you think not having number 13 for the Buccaneers cost him this game? Not having Mike Evans?
Chris Godwin didn't play either, right?
I believe he did not play. Correct.
Then I'm 100% agree with you. You didn't have
so right now. So your leading receiver, which no disrespect to him because he is a pretty good receiver when he's used right. Russell Gage had himself a good game for Tampa, and he was probably the only reliable target Brady had all game long, considering that Brady threw the ball 42 times.
Well, I will say, not having Mike Evans out there, the defense can relax a little bit. Your defensive playbook opens up now because that superstar is not out there. No Mike Evans, no Godwin. Yeah, they just probably setting zone coverage majority of the time, and they probably had their front pushing, and the linebackers just sitting at home. So there's no threat.
Correct. Well, which leads me to wonder, why did you not use that big back from LSU named Leonard Fournette more? Is my question. Only 35 yards on 12 carries. Well, that's true too.
There's no threat in the wing.
That's true too, because I mean
they put 8 in the box.
If you got no go-to, that is presumption for, you know what? We're gonna make you your arm.
We're gonna rush you more because you don't have your top weapons out there. So now we can bring. We don't have to be in a 3-2-6 package where they have more DBs and safeties out there on the field.
You are correct. And then what turned out to be very boring in the beginning actually turned into a pretty competitive game in the second half. But my brother's happy because his wife is happy because her beloved Cowboys of Arlington beat the Giants of East Rutherford 23-16.
But Saquon Barkley continue to give me points.
Saquon Barkley is showing to the world, I'm back. Put some respect on my name. I'm here, and I'm back.
Sure.
And if you didn't think he was back, watch that touchdown run where he started right, came back left, and said bye-bye, and I'm going to finger hole into the end zone for a touchdown off the glass and in.
And then smile at the camera.
A la one Wardell Steph Curry, thank you very much. But I'll tell you what, and people may think I'm crazy for doing this, but Cooper Rush is running this offense pretty damn good. Now, I'm not saying there's a quarterback controversy in Arlington, but
look a little smooth, don't it? Don't it look a little smooth?
I'll just say this.
But
the Cowboys could have won by more if one Sedarius Lamb just happens to just catch a ball that Cooper Rush put right smack dab in his hands.
It's always difficult catches they got to make. Not the easy one.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. The look mom one hand in the corner of the end zone. It can't get no better than that. But Sedarius, it hit you right here. It was a perfectly thrown ball.
Well, you know what our dad say? You know what our dad say? Hit him in the wrong spot. Hit him in the hands.
Now, Darius still had 8 catches for 87 yards with that tremendous 1 touchdown. But it was the 1-2 punch of Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard, I think, that won this game for the Cowboys because they kept finding holes. But again, as we kept saying, to take the pressure off Cooper Rush, feed Tony Pollard. Feed Zeke Elliott.
So if anybody has been paying attention to what we've been talking about on this episode, run the ball.
Oh.
Run the ball.
Run the ball. But not to mention, though, also, that Cowboys defense was getting tremendous pressure on Daniel Jones.
They don't start giving Michael Parsons his credit.
Yeah.
They better start talking about that young man. I wanted him.
Both of us wanted Micah Parsons to slip to our respective teams.
You better start understanding what that young man is doing right now. That man's a beast.
Like we knew. We saw the film at Penn State. We watched him play at linebacker U.
And that young man is...
We saw him at linebacker U. And it was like, can you please slip to us? Please?
I wanted Parsons.
And when the Cowboys drafted him, I'm like, you bastards.
Straight up.
Putting him...
I ain't got nothing to do with the Cowboys, but I'm like...
No, neither do I. Because the Cowboys have caused me some heartbreak along with the Packers and Giants in my fandom of being an Niner fan. Those 3 teams have cost me the most playoff heartbreak in my lifetime.
Mainly just Eli Manning. I wouldn't say the Giants. Well, no, if you're going back.
Yes.
Are you going back?
Jim Burt dang near killed my quarterback. Leonard Marshall knocked out the GOAT for 2 years.
My bad. Of course, I didn't know we were going that far back. My bad.
And of course, the greatest defensive player ever to put him on, Lawrence Taylor. I mean, come on now. The original LT.
And you know what's so cold about that play? The cameraman on the angle. It was like the quarterback was here, and they had LT just bearing down. You just saw the man. Oh, okay, my bad.
Like if it was very, very cold, you would see the steam coming out the face mask. This is what made NFL films so special. Damn it. God bless Ed and Steve Sable, and God rest their souls. They were tremendous. Anyhow, Saquon Barkley is showing his way back. And here's a question in regards to this game. Sterling Shepard, who was a tremendous talent in Oklahoma, and has shown signs. But here, and you and I had talked about this today, before we decided to do a show tonight, and we kept saying, you know what? Football really does belong on natural grass fields because now, of course, back in our day when we were younger, we hated, and I mean, and that's a strong word, but him and I despised everything that was that ridiculous carpet called AstroTurf. Couldn't stand it. I'm like, this is not football.
Wait a minute. I can wear basketball shoes on this?
Warren Sapp wearing the Jordan 12s.
I can wear
kid you not.
Shoes on this?
I kid you not. You go back to the NFC Championship game in '99 between the Buccaneers and the Rams. Warren Sapp is wearing the Jordan 12s on AstroTurf. And the Rams still couldn't stop him.
He had that good, because basketball shoes give you that grip.
Yeah, it gives you that traction.
Got that gum bottom.
Yeah. So that's why they were wearing basketball shoes on AstroTurf. But yes, I know they have made advances with the synthetic field turf, turning the used tires into pellets and whatnot. But there was too many. There was too many non-contact torn ACLs on this synthetic turf. Now, that is not to say the same thing doesn't happen on grass, because it does. But
it's less on grass than it is on that turf.
Yeah,
it's
because
your cleat gets to hit something.
Yeah, but also if your cleat gets stuck on that turf, guess what?
Tearing everything.
Because your tissue is tougher than Charmin. Because you don't get hit in padded practices, because you don't have many padded practices, because you don't have 2 days like you used to in training camp. Guess what? Your tissues become, like Kobe said, soft.
No, it's not. It's not Sharman anymore. When we're speaking of those type of injuries in the NFL, it's the AD injury. It's all we're calling it. Just like if I ever come to your job, what am I ordering?
He's ordering the Clifford.
You need the Clifford. Damn right. That's an inside joke between the family. Nobody would ever said it. But yes, I'm coming to your job and I sit there and I'm like, give this ticket to Dub. Already knows what I want. The Clifford. And he's gonna crack up while he's cooking it for me. Thank you.
While I'm sending the video to the front of the programs, Mr. Depot Monroe, because only he will understand why I'm filming this, cooking it for my.
Well, Case will understand too.
Yeah, he actually was there along with you. Y'all both know what he's. Anyhow, shout out to Mr. Dawson, who's a Cowboy fan in front of the program. But yeah,
I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure you watched the show.
Hmm.
If not, we just shouted him out. But you know, I just think that I know Dak told Lisa Salters that he is trying to come back for the game against the Commanders this week, which I don't think he should. But I'm just saying, if Cooper Rush continues to win for the Cowboys,
I'll Jim Harbaugh that shit.
Mike McCarthy might have a really tough decision on his hands to make if Jerry Jones doesn't butt in. But of course, this is Jerry Jones. Why would he not butt in? Because it's Jerry Jones. But needless to say, that's your week 3 recap. Now on to week 4. So we already teased what's coming on later on today with the all-white Bengals, but a very intriguing matchup between the Bengals and the Dolphins. And the last time Tua Tagovailoa and Joe Burrow were in the same stadium in college, the scoreboard at Tuscaloosa almost ran out of light bulbs because it was nothing but scoring up and down the field, to which in that particular moment, LSU got the win, which LSU capped off a perfect season by winning the national title by beating Clemson that game and giving LSU a 15-0 perfect season. So,
before we continue, we have a London game.
Yes, we do.
So that's 6:30 California time. So that is 3 o'clock
Hawaiian time. Yes.
I'll be up. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Which we'll preview that after Thursday night's game, or later on tonight's game between the Dolphins and the Bengals in the jungle at Paul Brown Stadium. Even though
you got go on now.
Until somebody can beat them, I'm riding with the fish.
So you ride with Snowflake, huh? You ride with Snowflake?
I'm riding with Snowflake. Yes, I am.
Well, guess what?
Until Ace Ventura throws the left hand on the Eagle mascot, I'm riding with Snowflake.
Damn you. Damn you. Because you know that is my favorite freaking
That is your scene.
Movie.
That is your
scene. Favorite scenes in that movie. But anyway, I'm riding with Snowflake too.
But I think it'll be a very, very close game.
Oh, it's going to be a tremendous game.
It may come down to a Josh Sanders kick for the Dolphins. It just might.
I just think, I was going to say one of the typical games where I say whoever has the ball last, their team might be in a position to win the game. So yeah, I got Snowflake. I got Snowflake too.
And speaking of the London affair, which I think by then they'll still be done mourning the Queen. I don't know, but who knows? The Saints and the Falcons in London. Although,
because see, with these international games, it can go one way. It's almost like the Thursday night games.
Correct.
Some of them are blowouts, but then you might get that one game that you might sit there and be like, well, damn, this is a damn good game.
Which, by the way, for those that do want to watch the London game, that game is exclusively on NFL Network, just like the Thursday night game, with the exception of your local market. It's on Prime Video. So what they do is...
so you mean to tell me, so wait, will the ticket have it, or do we need to use the app?
For the Vikings and Saints.
No, for you said what game is exclusively?
No, I was. Well,
you're saying
well,
the Bengals game is exclusively, right?
well, I'm saying for those that don't have Prime Video,
Okay.
if you live in the team's local market,
Mm.
one of the networks will air the game. Like, okay, like for example, when the Rams play the Raiders in Inglewood, like out here in Vegas, the local ABC channel will show the game for those that don't have Prime Video.
They've been doing it out here for us too. It's on our local ABC. You said,
yeah,
it's channel 10 for us out here. So yes,
so
channel 10.
So for those that live in the local market, you won't get shut out if you don't have Prime Video if you're trying to watch the Thursday night game. For those that don't live in the market,
so why would they even make that? Why would they do that anyway? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Why would it be on Prime Video if you're going to put it on local cable? Like I get ESPN if Monday Night Football games. I don't understand if you don't have ESPN. Oh, basic cable.
Yes. Even to which certain games they will put on ABC because this past Monday night game was also on ABC.
ABC. That's the only reason why I was able to watch it at work.
ABC TV. Yes, indeed. So the Falcons, the Saints and the Vikings, still don't know the status of Dalvin Cook because that is a huge big game time decision.
I thought I read an article where he was out. I could be wrong.
He's out for the game. Well,
don't quote me. I thought it was leading towards he will not play.
Well, right now, here's the injury report right now for both teams. Right now, and this is as dated as last night, the 28th. Dalvin Cook's questionable. CJ Ham's questionable. Zadarius Smith, who they need on defense, he's questionable. And Andrew Booth, the quarterback, he's questionable. For the Saints, Marcus May is questionable. Marcus Davenport is questionable. Michael Thomas and Jameis Winston are both questionable. With that said, I wouldn't be surprised if this game ended in a tie. And I'm so serious. And I'm so serious on this because it's like, which Kirk Cousins are you going to get? Which Jameis Winston are you going to get? Because when they're not in a giving mood, they are both very effective and efficient as heck. They are. But when they're in a giving mood and they want to serve turnovers, you don't know what you're going to get.
So, all right, you go ahead and pick, and I got something to say after your pick.
Do you have something to say? Given the fact that no one has an answer for number 18 in purple and gold, and because nobody wants to guard him,
hey, but Michael Thomas,
I'm gonna go skull. Yes, he is. But I'm gonna skull and go the Vikings. I'm gonna say 5 points or less, but I'm gonna go with the purple peeler. I'm going with Vikes.
Jameis Winston is questionable, right? Not out.
Correct. Not out. Question.
All right, so I'm gonna do this. Jameis Winston starts. They win by 6.
Oh, he's going with Saints.
Jameis Winston doesn't start. So it's basically I'm not predicting a winner in this one because of so I gotta pick a winner. I got Saints. Saints by 6.
Saints by 6.
I'm going with Who Dat Nation. Well,
he's going with
there ain't no damn nation. There's only one nation. I'm just gonna go with Who Dat. There's only one damn nation.
There's Who That and there's Who They. But nonetheless, very intriguing interconference matchup. Browns at the Falcons at the Nest. Browns coming off a big win over the Steelers. Falcons getting their first win of the season. It's more of who do I trust more? Do I trust Jacoby Brissett? Do I trust Marcus Mariota? Here's one person I do trust, and oh, by the way, he's coming back home. That would be that Georgia Bulldog named Nick Chubb. I trust him, but I'm going with Dog Pound. I'm expecting a big homecoming for Nick Chubb, and I'm expecting a big day for him. I got the Browns by 3.
I got the vice versa.
What is going on Atlanta?
I got Atlanta with a walk-off. That's what I was gonna say. I got Atlanta with a walk-off.
Well, Young Hung Koo, who is one of my fantasy kickers, does give me
I
points.
just love that name.
So I won't be mad at Mr. Koo. I won't be mad if Mr. Koo walks it off because that's more fantasy points for me.
I got the Falcons walking off.
This is a huge, huge rivalry. And it's the first under the name of the Commanders, but it is the Commanders. It is Landover versus Arlington in Arlington. And as much as I want to pick the Commies, I'm not going to because I just as a football guy, I just really like the way Cooper Rush is playing, and I'm picking the Cowboys. I believe in Cooper Rush. I'm going with the Cowboys. As you know what, I need to take a drink. This is brought to you by Fiji Water right now because I'm about to take a drink because I really just said I'm picking the Cowboys. Something's really wrong with me. Lord help.
Not so fast, my friend.
Are you picking the Commies?
I think Carson Wentz is gonna pull out his ass.
Oh, don't let your wife hear you say that now.
I don't give two shits right now. I'm on vacation. Say what I want right now. This is my show, damn it. If you don't like it, skip the channel.
He's picking the Commies. Oh.
I am picking the Commies to win this game, and don't be shocked if they do.
I won't be because I'll say this. Normally, when he sees the Cowboys, Antonio Gibson normally has a very damn good game. And that's fantasy points for me, so I'll take it.
Helping you out, bro.
Hey.
What did the shirt say?
Acknowledge me.
Thank you very much.
Seahawks and Lions at home. I'm picking the Lions. I'm picking the Lions.
Like I said, it's gonna be hard to pick them. If you didn't watch Hard Knocks, that's all I gotta say.
Well, like I said,
feel that this team is gonna get it together. It's almost like how we've been telling another fellow person that watched the show. The Jets are gonna be all right. You just gotta just let them go through whatever they're going through. They're gonna be okay. I feel that with the Lions. Their coach is gonna push them to fight every game, every coach on there. So Lions, bro, let's move on.
Colts and Titans at the Big Horseshoe.
Colts.
I think this is where it's gonna come down to two backs. Who gets off? Taylor or Henry? That just what it boils down to.
Taylor didn't practice yesterday.
Oof. That's gonna be
so
tough.
You have to wait for the report today to see what happens. If they don't practice, it's good to miss the first practice, but if you miss the next two or even the next day, that's a sign that you ain't playing.
Well, I'll say this though. Having your center be questionable and Ryan Kelly is not good for the Colts, but more so on the defensive end. Ngakoue and DeForest Buckner both being questionable. That's not good for the Colts defense, especially when you guys see Henry who's mad. But I'll say it like this.
Ooh, okay.
I'm still going to pick the horseshoe. I'm still going with the Colts.
I still think I want the horseshoe, but you got my mind to ramble a little bit with what
you only because I'm just going to say this, and this is kudos to your team, because again, the Titans did not score in the second half of last week. They were shut out.
Well, I'll say this. My team has shut out a team in one form of a half.
Twice. So
we'll get to my team's prediction here. Let's continue.
But I like the Colts. Interesting matchup of two 2-1 teams. The Giants at home hosting the Bears. Old school NFL football. Talking about some history with these two teams. This is a toughie. And it's like, who do I trust?
I don't
Daniel
trust Daniel
Jones
Jones.
or
I don't trust
Justin
Daniel Jones.
or Justin Fields.
No,
This
I'm leaving it at that. I don't trust Daniel Jones.
But damn it, I trust Saquon Barkley. I trust him.
I know. I didn't say who I was picking yet. I just told you I didn't trust Daniel Jones.
But actually, this is a tough one. It's going to be a close game. But you know what? I'll go with the Bears. The Bears. I'm picking the Bears.
Me too.
I'm going Chicago
I
Bears.
see Saquon Barkley having a great game because the Giants' receiving core is. So
Yeah.
I see Saquon Barkley having a good game, but I believe Justin Fields will pull him to a win. Bears by 10. 6 at the most.
This one's a toughie because a certain head coach is returning to the place to where he gave their greatest success, their first ever Super Bowl title. Doug Peterson returns to Philadelphia, and you know he is going to get a nice, wonderful Philadelphia welcome. A whole bunch of boos and FUs.
You know I do. Not an Eagles fan, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Sixer fan. I know the Philadelphia fandom.
Yeah.
I'm part of it.
But I'm picking the Eagles.
Eagles by 10.
But Jacksonville is going to play hard because they are going to try. They're going to try hard as hell to win for Doug Peterson in his return to Philly. But until someone proves me wrong, I'm fly Eagles fly.
Yeah.
Pets at the Steelers. This is a toughie because for one thing, we don't know if Zach Wilson's going to start or if it's going to be Joe Flacco. In addition, is how long will the leash on Mitch Trubisky last? Will they go to Kenny Pickett? Both teams are 1-2. Depends on the quarterback situation. But because they're at home, I think the Steelers, by a field goal, by Chris Boswell's leg, I think they beat the Jets by 3. I'm looking like it's more than like a 17-14, 2017-ish kind of game.
Yes.
I like,
and don't be shocked. And don't be shocked that the score comes out like 10-3. Don't be shocked. But I do.
This, folks, might be the game of the day. And truthfully, I think this should really be the Sunday night game than the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. But Josh Allen on one side, Lamar Jackson on the other.
That should have been Monday night. Either way, that night, the under the lights. That is going to be fun to watch.
That is prime time. And I guarantee you that's probably going to be a Jim Nantz Tony Romo game. I'm quite certain that's going to be.
I got the Ravens. I just think Lamar Jackson is on a mission, and his running attack, and along with his like you just said, he's involved as a passer. I just think that the Ravens have not more, but I believe that nobody has an answer for Lamar Jackson like everybody's been saying. Yeah, you might win the game, but did you stop Lamar Jackson? No. So I got the Ravens. Ravens by Justin Tucker.
Stole my thunder. You stole my thunder because it's about time for a Justin Tucker walk-off. We have not had one yet. So damn it, we're due for one.
Great minds, bro. That's all it is. We've been doing this too long. We know what we're talking about.
Ravens at home by a Justin Tucker walk-off because damn it, it's due to happen. You know what? Here is my upset special of the week. Damn it. Hook 'em horns. I'm picking the Texans to beat the Chargers at home. Yes, they get it. They get it done. That is my upset special. I am picking the Texans to beat the Chargers. Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, I'm not
simply
picking
because.
I'm not picking
and again, even before the season started, the Chargers truthfully were one of my dark horses to possibly represent the FCB just because of what you see on paper. But again, this is why they play the game. Quarterback with some hurt ribs. And now you just lost one of your best pass rushers. He's on IR.
And
You got his
you lost a tackle,
He-
and
he
you
got-
lost a wide
He got
receiver.
his nuts cut. Then you just lost Slater. Not to mention you don't have one of the best route runners in the game in Keenan Allen. So the Chargers are hurting right now. They have a mash unit.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get them, now's the time. And I think this is where Lovey wills them to a win on Sunday. I like the Texans. I like the Texans over the Cardinals. I mean the Chargers.
I can't pick
Cardinals and Panthers.
Yeah.
Oklahoma versus Oklahoma.
Mm.
Baker Mayfield versus Kyler Murray. Boomer Sooner versus Boomer Sooner. But I just don't trust the Cards. I'm picking the Panthers to win their second game in a row.
I agree. Panthers. Let's go.
And here's an intriguing game. Well, I'm picking the Packers. The Packers are playing the Patriots. If Mac Jones is not playing, the Packers are going to blow them out.
Packers. Move along.
Now we get to Sunday night rematch of Super Bowl 54. Buccaneers at home against the Chiefs. I know this is a game you despise. I know this is a game that you hope ends in a tie.
No, I don't want this one in the tie. I want the Buccaneers to win.
He's going with the Buccaneers. Okay.
Simple fact is that they're playing a division foe. So yeah, I'm going with Tom Brady. Maybe he had a conversation with DeGille, so I'm going with Tom Brady.
He's going with the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Well, until Patrick Mahomes can prove he can beat him, I'm going fire the cannons. I'm going with
The pewter.
Now, one of the great rivalries of all time in football. And even though I know you have said what you said, but this is just my thing. Now, yes, my brother feels like Russell Wilson's going to come in and look like an all-pro, and I'm trying to tell him in my Lee Corsovar voice, not so fast, my friend, because again, yes, when he had to, he was Russ. But I'm sorry, the Broncos are shitty. And that's no disrespect to Bronco fans at all, because Bronco fans are some very damn good fans. Broncos country has been a tremendous fan base for years. But right now, the Broncos are not – it's not there yet. It's not there, okay? Russell Wilson looks lost. He looks confused. You're asking him to be under center more. That's not who Russell Wilson is.
Oh, boy, no.
He's not used to being under center. And I know this offense, as we said, it is a very complex version of the West Coast offense that Nathaniel Hackett runs. Okay. Yes, I know Denver's defense is solid. I get it. I understand it. But last season, the Raiders' come to Jesus moment started against the Denver Broncos. And I know in your heart you feel like Russ is going to do what he does. I already know who you're picking, because we like we always do. We think our teams are going to win every game because we're just fans of our teams. I just think this may be the Raiders' come to Jesus moment, because again, I hear what you're saying. I do. My eyes are telling me I just don't see Russ doing it. I don't. I just really, really don't. But I will say this: if you are Josh McDaniels, you saw that Josh Jacobs was running with purpose and he was running with bounce. Damn it. Feed him the freaking ball and take the pressure off number 4. You feed JJ, I promise you.
And Zeus.
There's going. Can my Georgia Bulldog get some PT, please?
I already told you I'm tired of seeing Brandon Bolden.
And I love JJ. I'm a huge JJ fan. His story made me a fan of his for life.
Tremendous.
Okay. But JJ does not have that breakaway dynamic speed that Zamir White has. And I'm just telling you this firsthand because Zamir White is a Georgia Bulldog, and I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. And Zamir White has ludicrous speed to where he can take one damn near 65 to the house. I've seen it.
Yes.
So, yes, JJ will give you those tough yards, and JJ can bust a big one. But damn it, Samir White is that home run hitter. Just give him a chance. Samir White can be the Napoleon Kaufman to JJ's Tyrone Wheatley.
They ain't ready
And
for
if
that.
you don't, if you don't know who Napoleon Kaufman is, just go to YouTube and watch his footage when he was a Washington Husky. Or better yet, it is the 25-year anniversary of when one Napoleon Kaufman set the franchise record, breaking the record set by one Vincent Edward Bo Jackson, that my brother and my little big brother and our dad was there live in person in 1997 at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, which, by the way, happened in week 4 in 1997 when Napoleon ran for 226 yards.
Against who?
Against the Broncos.
Hello. Okay. So you got the Broncos, right? I mean,
No,
you got the Raiders, right? You got the Raiders.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm picking the Raiders to have their come to Jesus meeting. Yes.
I know what I said. I said what I said. But damn it, we right the ship this weekend. I believe he's going to run JJ. I believe Devontae Adams is going to have 2 touchdowns. 2. Raiders win this one, man. Not big, but I believe even the person I've been hard on, I believe Chandler Jones shows up. Because we already know Max is going to show up. We win this game by 10. 10. 10. Call me 10. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Because I keep looking at my wrist like my watch is on. It's just a habit. You're going to see this a lot in the video.
But
Ooh, it's
also,
I'm going to go to the airport in an hour and a half. Let's go. Let's go.
But also, first and foremost, Mr. Matt Collins, have yourself, but even though it was a losing effort, but have yourself a game, young man, this past Sunday.
Put some respect on his name.
8 big ones for $158 and a touchdown by the former North Carolina Tar Heel.
My favorite basketball team in college.
He is a Tar Heel, but actually the last 2 games, Matt Collins has been
solid.
so he might become that 4-headed wheel next to Renfro when he returns. Of course, Devontae and Waller are going to be who they be, but Matt Collins might be that 4th piece to that 3-headed wall that you have passed the ball. And now, Monday night, and here's the ironic twist.
Good luck.
Yes, I expect Aaron Donald to be Aaron Donald.
That's what I was saying. I'm just containing him. Good luck.
But here's the thing. Whenever they look like trash, for whatever reason, when the Rams
100.
are the next opponent, for whatever reason, I don't know why, my team seems to get up for the Rams. With the exception of the NFC Championship game, which was the most important game because that's one of the Super Bowl. But for whatever reason, Kyle Shanahan seems to act right when he sees Sean McVay on the sideline. I can't explain it. I don't understand it, but it happens. Okay, let's just get this out the way right now. Cooper Kupp's going to have a big game because he's just Cooper Kupp. Let's just get that out the way right here, right now, because you know he's going to number 10. You can't stop it. Even if you try to double team, he still finds a way to give him the ball.
Yeah.
So Cooper Kupp's going to have a big game, and whoever has Cooper Kupp, you're going to get fantasy points. That's just it, right there. This is simple. But again, here lies the problem with the Rams, and this has been their problem. As dynamic as an offense as they are, they still don't know who their damn running back is. Okay? I like DJ Henderson. I do. He's very versatile. It's not every down back. Okay? tired of my bulldog Sonny Michelle getting treated like laundry. The man is a dynamic talent if you just use the ball right.
Yeah.
And of course, the former Seminole, Cam Akers. Where are you? Where have you been?
I agree, bro. I agree.
Like really, where have you been? But also, for whatever reason, this is the game to where one Debo Samuel seems to get off whenever he sees that
Always gets off when he wants to play the Rams.
So I'm expecting a big game from Debo Samuel. Of course, I'm picking my team to win. You know what? I'm calling walk off. I think number 9. I'm calling a Robbie Gould walk off. It's going to be a close game because this is just what these two teams do. But I think the Niners find a way just because, again, they seem to get up for the Rams. I won't be surprised if they blow them out. I'm not saying the Niners are going to blow them out. I'm saying it's going to be a close game, and I think number 9 at the end for the Niners kicks the game-winning field goal, and we're back to square one with the Rams and Niners being 2-2 in the division.
So this is our show, right?
Correct.
I can say whatever I want to say, right?
I know you're going to say fuck the Niners, so go ahead and get out the way.
Don't try to steal my Gore moment.
I'm not trying to say a moment. I've known you for 25 years.
Fucker. Here's the thing. Fuck your team. Aaron Donald walks off just like he did in the playoffs last year. Fuck off. Closing.
Well, that would surprise me considering that there is no Trent Williams on that left side. So I get your point. As you would say, I get the gist.
Thank you.
I get the gist. But
yes,
on a serious note, I am extremely happy for you. Damn it. Enjoy the Aloha State. Make some memories. Savor the moment. And just take it all in. Damn it. Enjoy it. And the fact is, now, it's football Sunday. Starts at 3 o'clock in the morning, Hawaiian time. So by the time the Buccaneers and Chiefs get done, it will still be 5 p.m. Hawaiian time, which means the night is still young for that young man. That's insane. That is criminally insane. You're like,
but it's what 2 here. It's what now
it's just 11 p.m. in Hawaii right now.
Just
it's not even midnight yet in Hawaii. It's still 11 p.m. It's still technically Tuesday in Hawaii.
My eternal
or Wednesday in Hawaii.
Messed up over there. But yeah, I'm ready. And there might be a special edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show while I'm in Hawaii. Hey. You might get a peeved Mizzle, or you might get this Mizzle.
Well, he'll still be smiling regardless if he's peeved because he's in the Aloha State on the beach. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not about to let that team in Las Vegas alter my mood. I'm going to be smiling, but there might be a show while I'm out there. Stay tuned.
But also, changing sports real quick. Congratulations to Aaron Judge. He has tied the American League record of Roger Maris with number 61 tonight in Canada. Oh, Canada
contract
has
year, right?
What was that?
Is this contract year for him?
It's a long year, and it's really, really scaring me that a lot of insiders are predicting him to come back home in the offseason, which, of course, that will make our offseason because we are Giants fans.
Can we just make him a DH?
No, he would play right field.
Answer my question.
Okay.
Just be a DH.
I mean, he could, yes.
That's all I need.
Okay.
I don't need him to play outfield.
Just swing the bat. Just swing the bat. That's it.
We have great outfield talent right now. Well, not right now, but the farm system has some good outfits.
Yes. So
So
you just want to use the lumber.
that's all I need.
Well, I put it to you like this: if you need him to play in the field, you could put him at first base. I'm just saying.
The captain can go.
He is considering possible retirement.
Well, he needs to think about that. He already has rings.
Yes,
This,
he has to. But once the knees start to go, that's a problem. But
you're wasting money that can be spent on something else that can value this team. Bye. Thank you for your service.
Passion is real. And also, the Warriors are in Japan. They are in the land of the rising sun as preseason basketball is already here. That's insane.
You give me basketball and football. This is beautiful.
Well, before I forget.
I'm about to say what you got in closing, but you got something.
No. This is for you very quickly. Your Seminoles back in the top 25. How do they stand defeated against Wake Forest?
Well, can I give you a superstition that I've been having for the past couple of years?
What's that?
Every time Florida State wins, my Raiders lose the next day.
Oh, boy.
So the question is, how bad do I want a football win in the NFL? Go Wake Forest.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, because we're already 2 games away from a bowl eligible, so I'm good with that.
Okay.
4-0.
Okay.
We need to find a way. It's almost like how I'm playing in my fantasy. In one league, I'm undefeated. I want that one loss because that one loss will – because I don't want to go undefeated like I did one year in this league, and I lost.
And then be one and done in the playoffs. Yes.
No. So
for who? For what?
I would love my Seminoles to win. You know what I'm saying? But just the superstition in me right now, I need them to lose so my Raiders can get one win. And you know what? I'm going to limb right here, right now. Forget it. I'll eat crow the show after this happens when it comes. The Raiders go 2-0 the next 2 weeks. We take care of business with the Broncos, and I'm giving you this is a spoiler, as my man Paul Heyman will say. This is a spoiler. The Raiders go to Arrowhead and dominate because they're going to figure out how to do it against the Broncos this Sunday. And they're going to take that. They're going to love it. They're going to understand it because they know what it takes to win because they've kind of been there. We ain't proved it yet because we don't got the victory. We beat the Broncos and they feed off that, and we go to Arrowhead and win in emphatic. Josh McDaniels cuts loose Josh Jacobs in Arrowhead, and that's how we win.
Boy, you heard it here first. As he says, acknowledge me. Actually, you know what? Friday night has a very intriguing college football game.
Run it down before we end the show, sir.
Well, on Friday, I'm just going to talk about this upcoming Friday. 4-0 Washington. 4-0 UCLA at the Rose Bowl.
Wait, did you say 4-0 Washington versus 4-0 UCLA?
I sure did. Yes, I did.
Watching. Let's go.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this late night edition of the Mizzle Dub Show as we recap week 3, preview week 4. My man's is going on vacation, second honeymoon, taking the whole family with him while he is going to be in the Aloha State on the beach watching some very clean water. He's not going to get in the water, but
on contraire.
Oh, I forgot. He is going parasailing.
I am parasailing, but I will get in the water not too far out there, but I will let it get to, maybe I'm getting the water. I hear it's warm all the way around. I understand why it's warm because Hawaii is basically built on a volcano, so I understand the reason why.
Great question.
Shoot.
Are you taking the family to Pearl Harbor? The Pearl Harbor Memorial.
Where is that located per se? Is it on Maui?
Hold on. Let me.
I can't say the actual place where we're going, but I know it's on the Maui Island. So if it's there, then I would love to go see that. But yeah, inform me where that's at.
It's in Honolulu, the capital.
I think so, because I'm gonna be in Maui.
No, I just thought I'd ask.
I'll just say this: if it's not a far drive, possibly. But I know we got a whole lot of other things going on for us right now, and where we're around the area we're at, besides going to the beach and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll have pictures and everything. You'll see.
Yes, indeed. Well, damn it, enjoy yourself. Have a hell of a time. Hey, just enjoy it. Dadgummit, enjoy it.
Well, as soon as I hit the end button, I'm gonna take a quick little power nap because I know I'm gonna have to drive. I was the only one that worked today.
But you gotta drive.
Okay. So
Go figure.
whatever. I don't care. I'm about to just nap up and get there. And yeah, so stay tuned for maybe a Mizzle and Dub show.
Well, isn't it a long flight anyway to Hawaii?
5 hours.
Oh, you can nap those 5 hours.
I will probably sleep for probably. There it is. There's the word. For a couple. You know, I don't sleep. Even though I say I'm gonna try to get a little rest right now, probably not gonna happen. No, that's a lie. Yeah, I'm taking a nap. Richard Nixon.
You know what? I am not a crook. Anyhow, thank you for watching this late night edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. And as always, it is 5 o'clock. Some damn where. So we will recap week 4, preview week 5. We're not going to give a date and time. Just
you never know.
It's
going to be random.
Very random.
We're not setting dates. We're not going to give you guys expectations or anything like that. But when the show is done, you will probably get a message from my brother, and then you'll get a post from me from the YouTube that is uploaded.
That said, brother, enjoy your trip. You have earned it. You and the missus have put all that hard work in. So damn it, enjoy the Hawaiian sun, enjoy the Hawaiian Islands, and aloha.
As you see.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go again. You know what?
And put the music on before we left.
The doggone theme now. Might as well. Why not?
Nope, won't do it. Won't do it. We'll save it.
Won't do it. Oh, he's gonna save it.
You know what?
Really is gonna save
we'll save it. We'll save it for when I'm out there in Hawaii. That's when the introduction.
No,
that's more
after he plays it getting off the plane.
Matter of fact, that might be part of the show. I might find the way to intertwine that. You never know.
There he goes. Anyhow, safe flight, safe travels. Enjoy it. Enjoy the time with the family. And we will see you on another edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. It's not good night, Canada, but good morning, Canada.
Somewhere.
Some damn where.
All right, good brother.
All right.
Another great edition with you, man.
All righty, as always.
Yes, sir.